I interviewed Zaytoven a little while ago.
I think what's really amazing is how many people now rap like that.
Oh yes, it didn't change rap forever.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely changed the style.
The style, it changed the style. Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yeah, we changed rap together forever. We changed hip hop. We changed music forever. We, you know what I'm saying, all genres. Even if you listen to it, if you don't think you hear it, I hear it. You know what I'm saying? It's in everybody's verses, it's in everybody's songs in some type of way, from R&B, country to pop, and it's flooding the hip hop game. You can't do it. You can't hear a song without a verse sounding like the Migos or with that flow. So, I mean, that's how everybody rapping right now, and they need to at least give us credit because they know where it came from. We changed the game. We put our foot in the game the hard way, and we just some young niggas. Just respect it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going around trying to cut no artist's head off for taking the swag. So you might as well go ahead and pay homage.
Shout out to my boy Zay, man, because that means something coming from my boy Zay. You know how Zay and who Zay is and what he do.
Oh yeah, Zay's one of the best to ever do it. I feel like Zay don't really get the type of props that he deserves for his contribution.
I mean, they do us the same way, man. They do us like we the underdogs. You know what I'm saying? You just got to keep working. You know what I'm saying? Show him who he is. Instead of, you know what I'm saying, you got to let your work show instead of talking about it.
I mean, do you feel like y'all don't get enough credit for your contribution?
I mean, acknowledgement, yeah, you can say that. They don't acknowledge us how we're supposed to be.
Like, how did y'all really come up with, what people call the Migos flow? Like, was this the way y'all just started rapping in the beginning, or was this something that y'all developed over time?
It's the way we rap. It's the way we rap. You know what I'm saying? We've been rapping like that. We came out with Trap Out the Bando. That had like a, you know what I'm saying, like a goo out flow to it. You know what I mean? So that popped it off. That popped it off like with the streets, like 107.9 and all that. 94.5, they started playing it. Then like we just had to go back to the drawing board, had to get that dab right, had to do the, you know what I'm saying, had to do something else different. So we had to come back with Versace. But we already had Versace ready before Drake even hopped on it.
Even if you go to Bando, it's sitting there, whether it was his verse, Quavo verse, Offset verse, or my verse, it was in there a little bit. You can hear it was just starting off.
Katrina called FEMA had the same flow.
Well, I interviewed y'all before the Versace remix came out. So how did Drake end up, jumping on that actual song?
We met Drake at Hot 107 birthday bash backstage. And he told us that, you know what I'm saying, he was liking the music or whatever, you know what I'm saying, he was fucking with it, and he wanted to get something in. He said he liked a couple tracks. He told us Versace, I think it was...
There was another song called Pronto.
Another song called Pronto, and another one he just said, just send one over. And we thought about it for a minute, and we just sent Versace over because we knew what it was and how big it was.
Okay, so he actually asked for a couple songs, but you guys picked Versace yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. So he did it at his own studio or did it with y'all?
He just laid it down. We got the record back in like a couple of days.
That was definitely a turning point in the Migos' career. I mean, when you guys got that verse back from Drake and you heard it for the first time, like what really went through your heads?
Shit, this shit for real. Like this, we gotta have some new, that we gotta have something different for him to rap like us on our song. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like he came on putting his own flow like, you know what I'm saying, the old Drake before, you know what I'm saying, before all this. He ain't like he did that. He came on with our flow. You know what I'm saying? We respect that.
And we knew it was it. It been there before he got on. We just needed that extra little, you know what I'm saying, that extra little push. And that's what he brought to the table. He brought it, and you know what I'm saying, it did what it did.
Yeah, because I mean, now that you mention it, it's not like Drake came on the song and did like a typical Drake type style. He actually did like a Migos flow on the song.
Correct.
Do you think that Drake doing that, and having that type of cosign really kind of amplified everyone else to start doing it?
Most definitely. It made it look like we all came up with the verse together, because a lot of people feel like we did it together in the studio. And you know what I'm saying? So when you come up with something in the studio, that's like everybody making, you know what I'm saying? We all coming up with something. That's like everybody making up the song. That's like, okay, we all made this flow. So when everybody hear it, they feel like, you know what I'm saying? They feel like everybody made the flow. Us, Drake, alone, you know what I'm saying? So that's why we ain't never feel no type of way when he got on it and did the flow, because shit, we all on the song. But we just know it came from us first. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely. Now, you guys did Versace with Drake, but that was like kind of like a mixtape record. It never officially came out. You know, he wasn't in the video, etc. So, have you guys worked with him since then at all?
Nah, we ain't work with him. We ain't never worked with him.
Nah.
I'm surprised, man. I mean, like even with it being unofficial like that, that shit was huge. I mean, you would think that there'd be something in the works after that. You think there's a reason for it?
I mean, everything happened for a reason. I don't know. I can't tell you the reason. I mean, we just go, we do what we do, and we just, you know what I'm saying?
We do. We don't go around chasing nobody. We just, you know what I'm saying, appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for doing it.
And I don't question it.
Okay. So after that song came out, you guys just basically just took off. You know, I started hearing Migos everywhere. I started hearing more songs on the radio. I started seeing more videos, everything else like that. Now, a whole bunch of record labels started approaching y'all. Why is it that you guys went with 300?
We didn't go with 300 as exclusive rights and all. So at the end of the day, the doors won't never close for the labels to, you know what I'm saying, for the labels to back off. It was only one deal. It was only a distribution deal.
Okay, and that was through Quality Control?
Yeah.
Okay, now were you guys with Quality Control when I met up with y'all the first time?
Yeah.
Okay, so Quality Control was y'all shit from jump.
Yes. Wasn't
Okay.
nobody on it.
So
Wasn't nobody. It wasn't no artists on the label or nothing like that. We had to come up with the name. We all came up with the name together. Sat down and came up with the name Quality Control, and ever since then, you see what has happened. It's been wildfire for our
Solid
label.
foundation.
Everybody, we got artists in there. We got artists now. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. Well, you know, one thing I want to point out that I think a lot of people need to know was that when I came in and did that interview with y'all, you know, this is before Versace, before the Versace remix. Coach K took me down to the studio where y'all were working at, and I remember a bunch of the people in your crew was sitting on the floor putting together CDs.
Working, man.
You know what I'm talking?
Yeah.
And it's like,
Putting your groundwork in.
I think people don't understand how much work is really involved to get to the level where y'all at. I think people just thought like, you know, y'all just made Versace, you know, in your basement, Drake jumped on it, y'all became superstars, and that's it. Like, how much grinding really took to get to the point of that, you know, of that event?
Oh man, you gotta put your groundwork in. You gotta get a promo team. You gotta pay for that. That start off, you know what I'm saying. Get your billboards and your CD slips, and
You got to get out there yourself.
you gotta have people. You gotta have people behind you that really want to come in and work and put their hands on 10,000 CDs and put them in the slip covers for you. You know what I'm saying. You gotta have people that want to stand outside holding your posters and letting them know that we on the way. You got to hit these clubs in Atlanta. You can't be no lame. You can't be no sucker. You know what I mean? Because you in there. You getting thrown in there with the wolves and shit gonna happen. If you speaking this rap shit and talking this gangster shit, so niggas gonna want to test it. You got to stand firm, 10 toes. A lot of shit come with this shit. You just got to be ready for it and just stay humble and blessed and keep it real in all levels, and you'll be all right.
From the time that you guys jumped in the studio to like the Versace remix, how much time passed? How many years?
Been like we only been on for about 2, 3. It's probably like 3 years now, or 2.5.
Before Versace, before the money was really coming in, what do you think was the hardest thing that y'all had to deal with?
And we had our own money.
Yeah,
we had our own money. We ain't had no problems.
If
That's
you
what I'm
want-
saying.
We wouldn't have no problem, but if you say the hardest thing we had to prove, I say we had to prove ourselves to the people and grind, because you know what I'm saying, get out there. And
We
get
had
to
our
the
own
radio.
money before Versace. We had our own money, bro. We went to these clubs and outshined everybody and did all the young nigga grinding that we could do, like hit all these like open. They really wasn't open mics, but they was club nights, popular club nights, and we'll go in the club and make sure we paying $1,500 or something to get our section or whatever, and then
Flashing money.
all us together will go in there and make sure our DJ straight and make sure he play the song 5 and 6 times. And this was at Club Mansion, and right now that's the most popular club in Atlanta. So, and I feel like we helped that club get to where it was at, and they helped us get to where we was at. So shout out to Mansion.
So you actually took the money y'all made with other shit and invested it into the music to try to get y'all popping in Atlanta.
Yeah, we didn't even know it was investing because we just all of us just had like, man, we used to come together like we'd probably be like 20 deep, and everybody at least had like, you know what I'm saying, they gonna have at least a 10 on them, each person. So it's like 100,000 in the VIP, and niggas in here just wilding, going crazy, playing with the money, just going crazy. And then all the, you know, when all the girls and all the real niggas fuck with you, goddamn, they wanna know who these niggas is. You know what I'm saying? So
From going to the club with the money we getting, you know what I'm saying, getting the section, you know what I'm saying, flashing up how we do, all the way down to the money we was getting to buying studio equipment, going to buy the microphone, you know what I'm saying, doing all that.
you know, we bought all that stuff ourselves. That's why we was in the basement making
Pro
our
Tools.
music. So
Before Pro Tools and mixed craft, it was a grind, it was a long grind, man.